Hi, I'm Harmon Caldwell, and I want to tell you a story. Carol Hutton was married to one of the most well-known real estate developer construction folks here in Atlanta. And she's a former nurse and before she was married, and again felt like her marriage was out of control. Her husband was running around. When Carol came to me, she said her husband had prostate cancer and was flying out to San Francisco to receive some treatment from some specialist out in San Francisco. And she was sure he did have prostate cancer, but he had told her he wanted to do this on his own and didn't want her to go, just wanted to take care of it on his own. It was too embarrassing for her to go. And she had wanted to go and supported him. And she called me up and we talked about it. I said, well, Carol, what I think you ought to do is get on an airplane and fly out there and go to the hotel and knock on the door and tell him that if you just felt like you had to be supportive of him and wanted to come out and support him, even though he didn't want you to, you just couldn't let him go out there and do this by himself. And if he had somebody out there with him, you'd find out one way or the other. It was a no-lose situation. And she did that. And sure enough, she knocked on the door and he wouldn't open the door. After she knocked and he talked through the door to her for about 10 minutes, she headed downstairs and he apparently ran down the steps to get in front of her before she walked out of the hotel. But he was caught. And she says that changed everything for her and for her case, because we filed a divorce complaint soon thereafter. And that was sort of the defining event of the breakup of their marriage. And he had no way out. He was caught, and he knew he was caught, and she ultimately got a terrific result. So there's something that didn't happen during the course of the case, but it happened because she got on that airplane and went out to be supportive of her husband.